How do I know if Allah has accepted my Laylatul Qadr? How do we know if our prayers, our worship, and our devotion on this blessed night have truly been accepted by Allah? The answer lies in three profound changes that take place in our hearts and lives when Allah accepts our Laylatul Qadr. These changes are signs that our estimation of Allah has increased and our relationship with Him has deepened. When Allah accepts your Laylatul Qadr, you will find yourself willing to sacrifice more for Him. Worship will no longer feel like a burden. It will become your joy and priority. Even when you are tired, sleep deprived, or facing hardship, you will remind yourself, Allah is worth a greater sacrifice. When the choice arises between righteousness and sin, you will naturally incline toward righteousness. If waking up for Fajr was once a struggle, you will now rise with ease. If fasting felt difficult, you will embrace it with love. If avoiding sin was once a challenge, you will now feel strengthened against temptation. Why? Because Allah is worth it. This is the first sign, a heart that willingly sacrifices for Allah, seeking only His pleasure. The second sign of an accepted Laylatul Qadr is that Allah takes up a greater share of your thoughts, time, and resources. Your ears will incline more toward the remembrance of Allah and away from gossip and useless speech. Your eyes will focus on what pleases Allah rather than what leads to heedlessness. Your mind will reflect on Allah's greatness instead of being consumed by distractions. Not only that, but your time and wealth will also reflect this change. You will find yourself spending more time in worship, in charity, in service to others, knowing that what is with Allah never perishes. The third and final sign is that your hope in Allah will increase. You will no longer doubt His mercy. When you raise your hands in dua, you will be certain that He hears you. When you repent, you will believe with conviction that Allah forgives all sins. You will never question whether Jannat is worth the struggle. You will know in your heart that every sacrifice for Allah is more than worth it. And most importantly, you will no longer fear that your past sins define you. Instead, you will believe in Allah's power to transform you, to elevate you, and to write you among the righteous. My dear brothers and sisters,